Have you ever said something like, if I would have known, and then realized it sounded wrong? Or maybe you're confused about when to use if versus unless? Well, you're not alone. Most English learners struggle with conditionals. But here's the good news. Understanding if clauses is actually simpler than you think. And once you master them, you'll sound so much more natural when you speak. Hey, welcome back to Daily English Edge. Today, we're going to break down the 5 essential if clauses that native speakers use every single day. You'll learn exactly when to use each one, common mistakes people make, and real examples you can use in your own conversations. By the end of this lesson, conditionals will finally make sense. Let's start. Let's begin with the zero conditional. This is the simplest one, and it's used for facts and things that are always true. The structure is simple. If plus present tense, then present tense. No special grammar, just regular present tense on both sides. For example, if you heat water to 100 degrees Celsius, it boils. That's a fact. Another example, if I drink coffee late at night, I can't sleep. That's something that always happens to me. The zero conditional is perfect for habits, general truths, and cause and effect situations. You'll use this one constantly in everyday English. Now let's move to the first conditional. This one is for real, possible situations in the future. The structure is if plus present tense, then future tense with will. Here's an example. If you study hard, you will pass the exam. That's a real possibility. Another one, if it rains tomorrow, we'll cancel the picnic. Native speakers use this constantly because it's about things that might actually happen. You can also use going to instead of will. Both are natural. For instance, if you don't leave now, you're going to be late. This conditional is how you talk about real plans and probable outcomes in your daily life. The second conditional is for imaginary or unlikely situations in the present or future. Here's the key. You use past tense in the if clause, but you're not talking about the past. It's just grammar. The structure is if plus past tense, then would plus base verb. For example, if I won the lottery, I would travel around the world. I'm not saying I won the lottery, I'm imagining. Another example, if I were you, I wouldn't quit that job. Notice I said were, not was. With the pronoun I, native speakers always say I were, not I was, in conditionals. One more, if you studied more, you would get better grades. This conditional shows imagination and unreal situations. The third conditional is for situations that did not happen in the past. It's about regrets and what-ifs. The structure is if plus past perfect, then would have plus past participle. Let's break that down with examples. If I had known about this job earlier, I would have applied. I didn't know, so I didn't apply. That's the past. Here's another. If you had called me, I would have helped you. You didn't call, so I couldn't help. One more, if she had studied harder, she would have passed the test. She didn't study, so she didn't pass. Native speakers use this when they talk about regrets, mistakes, and things they wish were different. It's incredibly common in real conversations. Finally, let's talk about the mixed conditional. This one connects the past and the present, and it's used when an imaginary past situation affects the present reality. There are 2 types. The first type, past perfect in the if clause, and would plus base verb in the main clause. For example, if I had studied engineering, I would be a different person today. I didn't study engineering in the past, so my present life is different. Another example, if she had moved to America, she would speak English fluently now. She didn't move, so her current English isn't fluent. The second type is the opposite, past tense in the if clause and would have in the main clause. For instance, if you were more confident, you would have gotten that promotion. You're not confident now, so you didn't get promoted. These mixed conditionals are very natural in English when people talk about how the past affects the present or how present situations would have changed the past. And there you have it, the 5 essential if clauses that native speakers use constantly. Remember, 0 for facts. First for real possibilities, second for imagination, third for regrets, and mixed for connecting past and present. The key to mastering conditionals is practice. Start using these structures in your own conversations today. Subscribe to Daily English Edge for a new English lesson every single day.